Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. I'm the writer of 210 Christian books published on Amazon under the name Matthew Robert Payne. Um, I I mostly get inspired by heaven to bring a message to a person. Today I've been inspired to bring this message to whoever will listen to this video. What's wrong with being nice to people? I know if you're a Christian, you may be told by your pastor or maybe told by a Christian teacher that you need to preach the gospel, that you need to share your testimony, you need to share the gospel with people, you need to win souls to Christ and have people say a special prayer for them to become born again, and for them to become Christians. You may have been preached the lie that only Christians go to heaven, and it is a lie. But have you have you ever stopped just to be a beautiful and wonderful person to the people that you mix with? Have you ever stopped thinking about your agenda of saving people and bringing people to the Lord? Have you ever considered just being a beautiful person to a person? If they have a need, addressing the need. If they need a friend, being that friend. If they've got something missing, to supply the thing that's missing. Have you ever thought of just being a helpful, beautiful person to the people that you know? Do you know that if you live an interesting Christian life and you don't have any pretenses and you don't have an agenda to save someone or win someone to the Lord, do you know you can talk about your testimony? You can talk about the things that Jesus is doing in your life and the miracles that he's done and the amazing things that happen in your life. Are you aware that if you haven't got an agenda to save people, if that's not your motive, and people know that you're not and people know they're aware that that's not your motive, that you're not trying to save them, they'll allow you to talk about your Christian life and things that are happening in your Christian life. I've got two carers, and one grew up Catholic, doesn't practice at the moment, and one has a Muslim father and a Catholic mother, and he's not religious. He's not religious, and the female carer isn't religious. And I talk about my life and my miracles. I've got a person who used to live on earth 6 years ago that went to heaven and studied my life and studied my 200 books and my 4,700 videos, and studied all the verses that I know and quote in my books, and understood my theology, understood where I'm coming from. And now she inspires each video. Like I said, I get inspired from heaven, and she's in my life. And each day she gives me inspiration for 2 to 3 videos. And then she sits in the background and speaks the videos. And it's me speaking, but it's really her inspiration that speaks. She studied for 6 years to come down and play that role, and she plays a really good role in my life. My carers know about her. My carers have asked her questions. My carers have heard her speak to them. They are aware she exists. They're aware of the supernatural, and they're aware that Jesus is in my life and the things that Jesus says. They're aware that my parents have passed on, and they talk to me and the things they say, and they're very open to hearing my life and the things that are happening in my life. My point is that if you don't come to a person with an agenda to save them, if people who don't identify as Christians are friends of yours, and you don't show that you've got an agenda to be their friend so that one day they'll say the prayer, you can share about your Christian life and your testimonies and basically witness to them without any pressure. Um, I I want to assure you, I want to pretty much guarantee if you pray for that person, that the Holy Spirit in the right time will allow that person to start to question you about your faith, and they may even make a decision to join you in the Christian faith. But in the meantime, instead of having an agenda or having a purpose to win people to the Lord, and instead of putting yourself under pressure to save people, why don't you just instead be Christ to people? Why don't you demonstrate the love of Jesus to people? Perhaps you don't know how to demonstrate the love of Jesus. I've got two books. One book is called Influencing Your World for Christ, and another book is called 13 Tips to Becoming the Light of Christ. Those two books will help you develop the character and have the right character to win a person to Christ, and they're helpful books. I've got 5 books on evangelism, and those 2 books are part of a set of books, and I strongly encourage them. I had a dream one time. In my dream, I prophesied to this 15-year-old. I was in like a orphanage, and I was prophesying over little children. I came to this boy that seemed about 15, and I prophesied over him. And after I prophesied over him, I woke up, and then the boy of my dream started speaking to me in my mind. And so I knew it was a spiritual encounter and realized it was an angel. And he said, Matthew, he said, don't preach Jesus, be Jesus. And that happened over 10 years ago. It had a remarkable impact on my life. It's transformed my life. That you don't need to preach Jesus to people. You just need to be Jesus to people. So I encourage you, instead of trying to save souls, and instead of trying to evangelize friends and strangers, just learn how to become Christ, learn how to develop oneness with Jesus, learn how to imitate Jesus and be conformed into his image, and treat people nicely, and pray for people, and pray for people that you're mixing with and you're doing life with. And meanwhile, just open up and share your life, share your Christian life with them. And I pray, and you can pray, that one day your friend or a stranger that you're talking to may start to ask you questions about, how do I become a Christian? God bless you. If you like this video, do me a favor and press thumbs up and like it. What ideas have you got to save people or to witness people? Do you think it's a good idea to just to be nice to people and to love people? Pretty much everyone in Australia has heard the message that if they don't give their life to Jesus, they're going to hell. Nearly everyone understands that message, and it just doesn't work anymore. People need something authentic and something real. So if you've got something to say that would help other people who are watching this video, or you want to say something to me, or you got any comments, I'd really appreciate your comments. God bless you.